second last race, I had a small chance of winning the championship. Yeah, I think I had to beat Josh by 9 points or so. I was starting to feel a bit more nervous than all the other rounds, just kind of became a bit more real, the chance of it.
For that last couple of moments, everyone taking that deep breath in. And we are away here at Le Mans. The 22 car is Sebastián Job, who right now is in P7, but importantly, is ahead of Josh Rogers.
The main guy was Josh Rogers. He's an Australian guy, but he moved to Germany for SimRacing this year to move into like a team house. So he won it last year.
Job runs in P6, Rogers runs in P8 as it stands right now.
Job and Rogers going side by side, battling it out like two gunslingers in the west.
The final chicane then, and they all come together. Young with the victory, Rogers second, Graham Carroll in third place, Sebastián Job in fourth.
We have a 15-minute race, and then after that we have a 10-minute break, and then we go to a 30-minute race where the points are then doubled from the first race.
Those lights are out, we are away. The winner of this race will also take home a nice, cool, calm $1,000. But for Rogers and for Sebastián Job, they've got much bigger things in mind than that.
I kept the nerves quite well, I think, because I had the very easy opportunity to try and pass Josh on the straights because the straights were so long. But I made sure to stick behind him so that I didn't risk us going side by side in any corners, because if you get a bit of lag or he runs wide or I run wide and we make contacts and I'm out of the race, then suddenly he's got a really good chance to win the final round. So I just made sure I got the points.
Joshua Rogers, second place in the championship, finishes with the race victory from the Englishman as Sebastián Job, Graham Carroll.
A couple of kids that lived a few houses up the road, I heard that my mum actually waits for them to come down the road because they'll tell her the results before she can find out herself.
So, I hope he's got the information right. He thinks he came second.
And yeah, and the neighbours as well, they were all really supportive as well, watching the races, asking how's it going. So yeah, I'm honestly overwhelmed by how much support people give me. I really don't expect it.
We're going off to some good friends who are neighbours as well. And I'm now going to actually, for once, watch it live. Vodka.
Yeah, the final race was, I think I was probably the most nervous I've been for a few years. It was something different. Like, I didn't have the shaky legs like I had when I was younger, but the amount of butterflies I could feel in the stomach, it was like another level from before. We're at Monza today. Got a 71-point lead, and there's 85 points available, so I have to score 15 points, and that means I'll win the championship. When I was younger, when I was like, I want to say 13 or 14, I was watching the World Championship and I thought never at any point in my life would I ever be able to call myself a world champion. So if I managed that, I don't think I could describe how much it would mean.
Oh, my cheeks are so hot.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See you in a bit.
71 points separate these two drivers coming into this one, Will, and Job is the man in the driving seat.
You don't race for the win, you race for the championship. As Job goes back up to P2.
Look at the gap between them, 4,000ths of a second.
I had a pretty good qualifier. I was really annoyed I missed out on pole by like 4,000ths. The rest of that was really good, but I lost a 10th and 10 one, so I was very annoyed about that.
So for the regular race, it's going to be Rogers and Seb next week, isn't it?
Race 1 was very hectic, actually.
But there's Josh Rogers and Job, side by side. Job, all he needs to do is just hang around on the rear bumper of Rogers. As well, big crash at the front of the second chicane.
No!
crash in front, and Josh was right in front of me as it happened, so Josh had no time to react. He pressed the brake and I didn't see anything until I just saw him come on the brake, so I pressed the brake, but it was too late. Went into him and he went into the car in front, and they'd already spun out in front, so there was nowhere for any one of us to go. It was just a racing incident. But that put Josh out of the race, and then that was it. The top 5 was in reach, and I wanted to keep the top 5 run good. So I pushed like crazy, and I just about got it. And finished the race in 5th.
He finished 5th. Oh, it's just about to start again, Martin. I think it might mean that he's won the championship, but I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused by all these points. I just want him to go out and have a really good race now. And yeah, just show the world how good he is.
And then race 2 was pretty hectic again, actually.
Go, go, go from Honda! Look at that! Oh my word!
Carroll ahead of Earthguard and Job now up into second place.
So now it's Red Bull Racing Esports 1 and 2.
I didn't know what situation Graham had in the points, so I didn't want to fight him too much. You know, he's my teammate. I'm not going to race against him like if it was Josh or someone.
Look at Job and Carroll at the front.
Ended up 2nd, and that was it. That was the championship one.
But this moment, right now, needs to be served for one driver, because for the first time in iRacing, a British driver wins a world championship, and Sebastián Job is a world champion of iRacing.
It was quite emotional. It was a lot of relief, I think, more than anything. I'm just like, thank God. Thank God I didn't choke it. Thank God I didn't throw it all away. Seeing everyone coming out to support me was really cool as well. All the neighbours, the champagne as well. Like it was all really nice.
I love you. Oh, Sebastián, well done.
For the rest of the day, I drank a lot of champagne quite quickly, so I was a bit drunk for the rest of the day, to be honest. Unfortunately, I didn't get to celebrate more, but I can save that for maybe the next time.
Today's a really special day. We're here at the Porsche Experience Centre. We've brought Sebastián's Red Bull Racing Esports livery to life, placed it on the GT3 Cup car, and we're about to reveal it to him.
That's the thing I didn't like that. That's ridiculous. That looks so awesome. It looks completely identical. Everything is exact same. Like when I'm sat in the cockpit, I have certain lines on the bonnet that I can pay attention to line up my car, and they're exactly the same here. It reminds me exactly what the end goal is. doesn't change that. It's every time I get into another car, it's the exact same feeling of this is awesome. I want to keep doing this, and this is still the end goal. Hopefully, there's more interest in esports guys getting into the real world, rather than the traditional karting route, seeing as that is so expensive for families. This is a lot more accessible. There's more of a big talent pool that you can dive into, and that's the big thing. I think there's so much potential there that can be tapped into. Like my ultimate goal is to race in something like F1. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. What is the real outcome then? The likelihood of that? 0.001% probably, in terms of how likely. But I'm a hopeful person. I'm a bit of an optimist most of the time. So if you don't try, you never succeed. So that's my